What is going on? So, wanted to film this quick video to kind of just show you guys what I've been doing to grow my Skool community. We're only about, let's see, 2 weeks in. What is this? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Yeah, so we're literally 2 weeks to the day, it seems like, since we started really growing this, and we've grown to about 86 members. So, nothing crazy, but I'm happy with the results thus far. Um, we're climbing the ranks in discovery. We're 4,347. We started at like 11,000 or 12,000 around there. So we've been crushing it, I think. And then metrics, let's see, we've got 71% members active in the past 30 days. This is really where I'm getting messed up here. That this conversion rate is garbage, and like this is honestly good. Like usually it's around 8%. We've gotten less traffic, so this has been inflated a little bit. But this conversion rate's trash, especially for a free community. This shouldn't be the issue. Let's maybe move the VSL in front. That'd probably help. But just wanted to kind of share some techniques that I've been doing. Again, I've got zero following on any social media. I've got no money going towards ads. This is literally all organic grinding one-to-one reach outs pretty much. I'm sending cold email, getting some people in via cold email, using the exact system I'm showing in my community. And then really where like a lot of my members have been coming from is organic content, posting it in Skool groups and Facebook communities. Like these things have been crushing, just providing a ton of value to people. I think YouTube would probably do the same, but the best part about posting in the groups is it's already like a pool of your audience. Like, like if you're going after guitarists and you join a guitar Facebook group, like there's your target audience. Post a fire freaking post in there, and I guarantee you'll get a lot of members in your school. That's literally exactly what I did. So like basis of my community, like I teach people how to send cold emails. Like we're going to do a lot more automation stuff, but fundamentally like that's all we do. We just teach people how to send cold emails at scale that are actually good and not garbage. Um so let's see, what I've been doing is, like I said, going into different groups. So like this is the high level Facebook group. I figured this would be chock full of like my target audience, a bunch of marketers that don't know how to get clients. Go figure. So I literally made this post. You guys can pause the video and just read it. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but essentially all I'm doing is just telling people exactly what my campaign is and like my strategy. And people clearly resonated with this, like 86 likes, 129 comments, and all pretty much all of these comments were like, hey, how'd you do this? Hey, how'd you do this? Hey, how'd you do this? Now this we're gonna tap back in here. Give me my camera. Here we go. So this is really really important. This is something that I think is like a, maybe it's not a strategy that I've developed, but like this is really what's been working for me. Is I like to call it like, I don't know, the Costco sample method, or the here's dessert method, where essentially you're giving out a ton of information, ton of value in your post. You're giving away the farm in the post, but you're not telling how. You're just like showing how everything is made, and what you've made to get people's interest. That's, ideally, like that's what I call posting something of value. People always say post something of value, give value. Well, what does that mean? I define value as if you post something and no one comments on it or no one asks for more of that stuff, then it is not valuable. Like if you post this crazy system and no one cares, then clearly it wasn't valuable. It just wasn't. Like, and you can argue, oh, the algorithm, it didn't get doesn't matter. Like I don't have any followers. I barely post in this Facebook group ever. um and when I did, it blew up because it was a ton of value. So people basically um loved that post and just commented asking how do you do this, how do you do this. Essentially, like in a nutshell, the post was saying, this is the campaign that I write to get GHL clients. I scrape their website for their tech stack. I find overlap in technologies that they're using with GHL, and then basically say, I see you're using XYZ. I could save you money, this, that, and the other. Like that. That's it. People wanted to know how I scrape the tech stacks. So basically, what I did was reply to their comment, like, I just shot you a video on how I did it. And I filmed one loom basically showing exactly how I did it, not holding anything back, literally showing them everything. And then basically having a call to action at the end with a little button in the corner saying, like, hey, if you like this kind of content and you want more of it, then join my Skool group. There's a bunch more cool stuff just like it in there. I post in there a whole lot more than I do in here. And a lot of people joined, you know? So if you have zero following, like if you have zero following and you get a ton of money, then run ads. That's what I would do if I had money, but I don't. Um, if you don't have a following and you don't have ads, this is your best bet. I do cold email and this, and like that's what's gotten me to 86 members. And I'd say majority of I don't know the exact numbers, but I'd say majority of these people came from my organic content and like the stuff that I'm posting on Facebook and in the Skool groups. So that's what I do in Facebook. And again, it doesn't matter Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anything, anywhere that there's a community of people that is your target audience, go in there and start providing value. Do not, by the way, do not talk about your stuff. Do not. It immediately taints whatever you're trying to do because people just are immediately like, oh, this guy's not trying to provide value. Like he's just trying to get me in his group or get me to buy something. Do not do that. Just if it's good enough, people will ask for it. Like period, end of story. And like, again, I know it's, only 86 members, but like truth is like, I think that's the case. Just post stuff that's really good and people will ask for it. Next, what I've been doing in the Skool games community, I posted a little bit in other communities, but honestly, Skool games has been like the best. Like I like the people that are in this one the most because they're all like go-getters, like literally some of the best people in my community. I'd say 3 out of 5, 2 out of 5. Yeah, I'd say like 3 out of 5 of my top 5 people all came from the Skool games and are Skool people. They know Skool, they get it, they understand the culture, so they're like beautiful, beautiful members to have in your group. Muy bellissimo. But with Facebook, I think making your own post is really good. That's been working really well for me. But with Skool, I don't really get that much. Like I think you kind of need to have some clout or some status to like make a statement post like I did in the high level group on Skool. Really where I think you make your chops is in the comment section. So like anytime I'd see something where like I could actually provide something of value, and like again, this is another thing that's very important. If someone asks you a question and you've never like solved that problem or done that thing, don't comment on it. Don't comment like I think this is what you should do or here like what. No one cares. No one cares. Have you done it? Then I don't care about your opinion, or at least that's what Skool people think, and to me that's the right way to think. But when there was a question that I could answer where it's like I've been through this problem and I've solved this problem. And again, I don't need to be you don't need to be a bajillionaire to say you've solved the problem. Like there are people in here like asking like how do I get people to engage in my group? I've got okay engagement in my group. Like I've got over 70% of the people that have joined my group are active in my group. So essentially like I'll put out like saying like, hey, here's what I've done. Here are the results it's gotten me. And then here are the steps that I would follow. So people like resonate with this a ton because I think you're kind of providing the 3 prongs, the proof, the promise, and the plan. So you're saying, hey, I did this thing. Here are the results. Here's how I did it. And here's how I would do it if I were you. So like people love that. You're giving them proof that you know what you're talking about, a promise of like, hey, like I've done this. I think you could do it too if you follow these steps. And then the plan of like, here's how I would do it if I were you. I'd follow the exact same steps I did, but here's how to apply it for you. People love that. And I've gotten people that like, again, like some of these guys, like they eat it up. Where is it? Like this guy, Sheldon Rodriguez, this guy's the man. Like we're talking back and forth in the DMs. Like he's talking about how much he loves the course. Like this is another thing like I think is massive that a lot of people miss, especially on their free groups, is treat these people like they're paying members. Like I value that. Like I literally just started the paid group and I haven't even launched it yet because I don't even know what to put in it yet, but I treat everyone in this group like they're paying me like $3,000 a month. And people eat it up. Like I just want to build up all of that goodwill and provide as much value because in again, in my humble, unexperienced opinion, um, I think the free group is like the thing. Like that is your marketing engine. That is your lead engine. That is just going to be pumping high intent engaged leads into your paid business. The paid business, like that's easy to provide value in because again, these people are paying you. So like you can put some of that money invested into, hiring speakers, getting new coaches, filming new courses, all that kind of stuff. But the free group, like if you can keep that organically churning and tons of engagement and new people joining, that is just like a cultivation machine of high paying customers that like will forever live in your environment until the day comes that you've got a crazy enough offer and they've got enough money and they buy. So I'm focusing a whole bunch on the free group. I'm thinking about opening up my paid group. I want to because obviously I want to make money, but my fear is if I open up this paid group, I know who's going to buy. I know I could probably get 10 people to buy this paid group. And then ultimately what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip all of the good members, all of the highly engaged active members in my free group and take them right out of my paid, and then it's just going to be the 10 of them and no one else to engage with, and now I've got two dead groups and like a couple $100, which like I don't really care about that. I don't want I'd rather have a thriving free group and no money than $500 in two dead groups. So I don't know. That's we don't know how to do that yet. We don't know how we're going to go about that, but this is what I've been doing, guys. Like it is wildly surprisingly easy. Not that I've accomplished that much, but if your goal is to start Skool and you want to get close to 100 members, like here's how I did it. Maybe there's a better way of doing it, but and again, here's another thing like that I think is very very important is I didn't have a course when people started joining this. Like when I made this Facebook post and people joined, this automation empire, what's it called? AI powered outbound system. This wasn't even in here. The classroom was empty. There was nothing in it. So I hate like don't if you're thinking about doing Skool or doing anything, any kind of business, don't waste your time being like, I need to plan this, I need to make something, 99% of the time, no one gives a hoot about your idea or what you're thinking to build. Just go out and generate demand. Be like, if I had this thing, would you buy it? Would you be into this? Like, would you engage in this if I had this thing? Yeah, great. Join this free group. I'm coming out with this great thing. And that's literally what I did. Like there was probably 50 or so, I don't know, 30 to 50 people in this group probably all talking, introducing themselves before I even released the course. And I would get on onboarding calls, ask them what they're looking for, what they want, and then I made the course. The course is also, I think, like a total like 50 minutes long, probably like an hour and a half with this bonus video. But like, you don't need these massive freaking courses that are 6, 8 hours long. And in all honesty, to me personally, I think that makes it worse. I don't want 8 hours worth of course content. Just tell me what the hell I need to do, and that's it. I don't want to waste a full workday watching all of this theory, all that. To me, that's what should be put in the community. That's what should be in the group. Is all of the in-depth nitty-gritty. Like that's where you can have deep in-depth conversations and really get all of that engagement and that community going. But in the course, in the classroom, just tell me what I need to do. Just give me the action steps. What do I need to do? So like this classroom, like this course, I basically say like, hey, by the end of this course, you're going to have a system that can send AI driven, highly personal emails to 10,000 people a month, period. Like I guarantee you by the end of this course, you will have that. This will be accomplished. People love that. It's highly motivating in the beginning of the course because like I know exactly what I'm going to get, and I'm telling them like it's literally step by step. I made this as easy as I possibly could for you guys, and that's it. It's 50 minutes, and like people are actually doing it, which like that is the massive thing. So many people just come in here and make courses. No one watches them, and they just ask the same questions over and over again, talking about nonsense. So yeah, make short courses, make them actionable, treat people like they're paid members, and post a ton of content and post and provide value. This video went way longer than I wanted it to. I went on a rant there, but the goal was to just post the YouTube video. So here's what we're doing. We're posting a YouTube video. There'll be more content like this. Hopefully it'll get better. This video is trash, but if you stuck around this long, listen to me ramble, thanks. Appreciate it. Subscribe.